Good morning. It's a nice hot Sunday in July. It's very hot, and it seems that we don't have rainy season in 2025. Oh, our rainy season was 2 days, so now we have a hot summer, pretty hot and sweaty, in about 32 to 35 Celsius this week. So it's good to get out of the city and get to the forest. For now, I'm just in this rural spot, Seongeosan in Cheonan. Just a little small residential area with farming. So yeah, I'm going to head to the forest down into the valley first. It's a little bit of a walk to get to the hike, to the start of the hike. But just here, just some part of a forest. And on the other side, some apartment blocks. And you can hear the cicada sounds. Sounds nice. Just a bit down the road, we got the temple. So close to the temple is the reservoir as well. So I'll record closer to points of nature. There's nature here, but I prefer away from residential spots. Oh, I can just see there's a beautiful bird, dakse, just in that pipe. Oh, it flew away. Beautiful bird. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good day. Hopefully I've got energy for this hike. And hopefully I can see something pretty cool in the forest. These days, as there's no rain, I'm not super busy with frogs. Oh, that's noisy. It's not good. Yeah, I'm not very busy with frogs, so that's pretty awesome. It's not good for the frogs. No rainy season means no tadpoles. I can think selfishly because I won't be out every day for I don't know how long, crazy amounts of time, rescuing hundreds and hundreds of frogs on a daily basis. That was a killer. So I know it's kind of selfish, but I'm kind of relieved in some way. But to have no rainy season is kind of really bad for the animals. It seems here at this site that there are some things of cultural and historic interest, so it seems that they're being preserved. Maybe so things must have been discovered, and yeah, so they are doing things to protect this area, which is really good, to protect our history and culture. But not my history, my culture. I'm not Korean, but Korean people preserve their history, which is good. I wish that there was the same level of interest in preserving and protecting wildlife as well, just like this. It seems harder to do for nature. That's why I'm trying to make change in Asan, that people can maybe value nature as much as they value culture. Both are important. There's a dragonfly just flying down there in the water. Trouble is with these places, if snakes fall in or frogs fall in, it's difficult for them to climb out. So the change that is needed for helping animals is big. Maybe it'll happen one day. So the reason I came back this way is because, hang on, let me show you. So here I am. So this is Cheonheung Temple. Sa is short for temple, and Cheonheung is the name. 천흥저수지 over there, Cheonheung reservoir. So the name of the place in this area. Anyway, the reason I The reason I chose to come back here is because yesterday I was walking and I finished this way and I found, it's kind of gross I suppose, well I'm not grossed out so it's okay, but maybe many people will be grossed out. There was a water deer and it was roadkill and its body is decomposing and the sheer number of maggots is crazy, like so crazy. I've never seen it before, so I was like super fascinated by it. But I can understand if you're squeamish or you find it kind of gross, you probably won't want to see my future video posts on YouTube. I'm going to show a video of the process of the maggots, and not only that, but there was like, is it carrion beetles? I think that's the name, maybe I could be wrong. Scavengers basically who will also feed on the deer and the maggots who are feeding on the deer too. So I'm just gonna go back and have a look and maybe try and get some photos of the insects, make a little bit of a video and record the sounds of the buzzing flies and things, because I like to collect nature sounds. So soon I'm going to do that. Well, I'm just starting to walk up the 100 stairs to the reservoir, and I hope I can find one of those longhorn beetles that is not squashed. So it's a good sign. I found two, albeit dead ones or dying, but it's a good sign that it's the right time of year. So hopefully, I'm tired, but I'm going to be okay. Yeah, so my legs are a bit not ready for a big incline, but I'm hoping that today can be a long hike. My first option is hiking to Taejosan and then going to Seongeosan, and I want to look on the Elanthus trees. Is that right? Elanthus. The tree of heaven is the common name. So I'm going to try and find some caterpillars today. Samia, Cynthia is the name, so hopefully I can find those, but I don't know if it's going to be possible. The second option is to look on the, I forgot the English name. Korean name is Sanchonamu, so they also feed on this plant, and there is a mountain road that leads to the top of Seongeosan. If I can check those plants, just might be lucky. I know there'll be caterpillars this time of year, so, but they might be very small and they usually congregate together. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I can find. I hope so. Anyway, enough of this face. Not very pretty. So let's turn the camera this way for a bit of a better view. Can you hear the cicadas? Beautiful. And we've got a bit of shade, so it's nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to just try and make this a long day. It's a nice way to spend a Sunday. And yeah, I was saying before about the rain. We don't have rainy seasons, so it's going to be interesting to see how the summer goes. We got high temperatures this week, 35 Celsius, which is pretty high for South Korea. It does get like that sometimes, but we're pretty much consistently having those high temperatures this week. Usually we have rainy season, and then after rainy season, then we get this like really intense heat. But yeah, our climate is a bit interesting this year, so I guess we just have to wait and see how the weather goes. Hopefully today I'm going to get some recording without me talking, and we can just enjoy some of the nice nature sounds as well. July is a good time to see dragonflies too, so keep my eyes open. And I've got my 90mm macro lens ready, waiting. can see lots of butterflies too. Well, it's 11:30 in the morning, so got the whole day ahead. 11:30 and 30 Celsius. Let me check my phone. I'm curious. What is today's high? Let's have a look. 33 today. 33 degree high temperature. I'm pleased to say that soon I won't be using an iPhone 11. I'm so done with this phone. It's old. It's worn out. Microphone's not very good. Camera's not so good. Battery's terrible. It's just technology moves fast and this is outdated. So I need something new. iPhone 17 is coming. I'm excited. Yeah, it's good. Looks nice view. Nice green plants. I didn't see one of those beetles, so I don't know. Maybe not today. So there's all these pretty wild flowers. It's really nice. And they attract various insects. Butterflies and bees. And some shield bugs. Which reminds me that at some point I'm going to start a wild garden project. I've been wanting to do that for ages and ages. And not having a garden, having that kind of space, means it's been impossible to do. But I have a friend, a wonderful person, who is the team manager at the Oriental Stork Park in Yeosan, and there is plenty of green space. Lots of space which is just grass, which is just nothing for the environment. This is really not very good at all. And she has allowed me to make a little wild garden. So, this is so cool. And I'm really excited to get started. So I think the first thing I have to do is, I have to do research first. And I'm going to think about what kind of plants do I want. Most important thing is only native Korean plants. That is the first important point that I consider. I got some pumpkin flower there, pumpkin. I have to do some reading basically. I don't have much knowledge. Wow, this is a big, big leaf. I think it's a pumpkin plant also. Yeah. So I'm going to do some research and find out native flowers. But I want them to be covering spring, summer and autumn. As many months as possible. So I can attract insects throughout the year. I don't know how much space I've got to do this, but hopefully quite a bit of space, fingers crossed. Okay, so I've gone beyond the reservoir and I'm heading towards the mountain road in the valley, and then first I'm going to find that decomposing deer and do a little bit of audio recording of the insects. Anyway, I know it's kind of gross to some, but everything in nature is fascinating. And also a dead deer, sorry. Sucks that it's roadkill, but the fact that it's there and you can see it decomposing just shows that nothing goes to waste in nature, and it goes back to nature. It'll become benefit for many different kinds of animals and insects, which are animals or insects. Hang on, I just found... Oh, I hope it's alive, but no. I found... Let me show you, hang on. It really sucks. It's a dead stag beetle. And it's become food for ants. Unlucky. They get stuck upside down and then they die. I get distracted easily on my hikes. This is too much to see. But anyway, long story short is that something that dies in the forest will just be recycled back into nature, feeds the maggots, feeds the beetles, and so on, and goes back. And so we can think positively of something which is kind of sad about the deer dying. Yeah, so back to the wild garden. I'm just thinking of lots of things. I'm going to have to research. Maybe I can get some advice. Maybe I can use AI to help me. I have lots of data on plants in the forest, so I can research which ones are native. Because, for example, I found some beautiful flowers yesterday in a street close to my home. It's really beautiful. I just like to see streets which are wild and rugged. But it turns out those pretty flowers are not native to Korea. They're actually North American, and they originate from Mexico. So I don't want flowers from other countries. It must be Korean native flowers for native animals. Oh my god, this deer, I want to say from this point, if you're squeamish, you might want to skip this part. I'm just going to show you the decomposing deer. There are lots of flies and a few beetles. Not as bad as yesterday yet, but it's not bad. I was hoping that there'd be more beetles, but I'm going to just show this. So if you're grossed out, now is a good time to maybe skip this part. Yeah, there's a lot of maggots and a lot of flies, and it's actually changed a lot since yesterday, but I don't see lots and lots of beetles. Maybe they're hiding inside the body somewhere. There's a ton of maggots. Pretty amazing. Or gross, whichever way you think. I think it's pretty interesting anyway. Well, there's no more squeamish stuff, so don't worry if you're still following. It's a nice little spot here, but there are a lot of roadkills, especially in autumn time. And also snakes will sit on the tarmac on this road when they want, the heat, the warmth, and they'll sit there and cars will kill them. So it's a shame. And some drivers drive a bit too fast on this road as well. I wish there was some solutions to prevent snake roadkills, because the majority of snakes I find seem to be roadkills. It's just a waste of life. It's a nice spot though. My wish is to find the elusive Brahmia certhia moth, the Korean owl moth, which is so beautiful, but it's very hard to find it during the day. So I think my best bet is to go to Gangdeoksan Mountain in Asan. I can go to the valley in Gangdang-gol, which is a nice little spot. It's quite popular with people in summertime. And if I go there, and if I take a bright flashlight while I'm hiking, I can guarantee that I'll find a moth. And as I'm not super busy with frogs, I'm still rescuing them, but it's not crazy busy, so I might be able to find a moth. So, if I can find one of those moths, I'm also thinking to take it to school to share with the students, because I think most elementary students want to found one of those really awesome moths. Its Korean name is Wang Mulgyal Nabang, and it's super amazing. And it's extra special to me because it was the very first giant moth that I ever saw in my entire life. It was a female, and she was huge, and just like this beautiful kind of mix of colors, like brown. It's kind of nice to camouflage in the forest, but she has like these kind of like lines, this kind of violet, almost like ultraviolet kind of purple on the wings, and it's just so amazing. And I just remember that day and just holding them off, and just was just amazed that there was such a creature in this country. So I really wish I could find, and preferably the female. I find the male moth easily on a nighttime hike. Like I said before, going to Cheonheung is really easy to find. But the female, I just once, only the one time I found. So I wish and hope that I can be lucky. But they are elusive. And you can't build your hopes up that you find one. It's very tough to see them. Here's a popular spot on a hot sunny day like today. Many people will come to this place in the valley. And they even put their like little tables and chairs in the water. I don't think I'd want to do that. I worry about the little animals that live in there, but I guess that's just my thinking. So I'm right out in the sun. So that's the perfect little spot just there to hide in the valley under the shade. And tell you, there's quite a difference between being out on the road and hiding under here. Let's just take a quick look. I really need to get to the national park, honestly. I think soon I'm going to make sure I can get there. I was in Cheonan. It was nice. I'm super happy that I got this little spot on my doorstep. It's really easily accessible, doesn't cost money, still pretty, you get your nature fix, so it's all good. But I want to get out somewhere different. Oh, you can see these beautiful, it's a bit further out, these beautiful damselflies, and they've got this green body, the metallic shiny green body with beautiful black wings. I'll have to try and get a photo of one again. It's been a while. Absolutely beautiful. There was a place in Cheonan I went in the valley, and there were like heaps of them everywhere, but you just cannot get so close. So I think my 200 milliliter, I can't even speak, 200 millimeter lens would be perfect. Yeah, I'm going to try and go back. Instead of backtracking, just go back this way. Oh, I can see one of those damselflies just over there. Oh, isn't that nice? The sound of the water, the birds, and the cicadas. Sounds like chickadees. Now I need to find out where the hiking spot is, because if I go all the way up this road, it takes a while. You can get to Manilsa temple. I don't want to go there. So I want to go back on the trail. I think? I can't remember where it is exactly. There is a trail there. But I don't think this is... Let me try and find. There is a trail that will take me back on the main hiking trail. There's a little part here, close by. I can't remember the exact spot. I hope that I don't go beyond and miss it. It's gotta be here somewhere. Well, I might have went too far now. So I have to, I think, I don't know, I'll go a little bit further. Yeah, usually I don't go onto the hiking trail this way. I usually leave this way, so I don't know. Yeah, it's a bit sweaty today. Whoa, check out these leaves on this tree, these huge leaves. Wow, there's my hand, look at that. Crazy. This is one fast growing tree, by the way. I don't think it's a native tree to Korea, but it's giant leaves. Humongous. I mean, that is just crazy, right? I think it's around here. It's not far. Maybe... I don't know if it's this part. I don't think I can see a hiking trail. Close. It's got to be close to here. Maybe just a tiny bit further down. Maybe here? Sure hope so. Kind of looks familiar. I think it is. Maybe this is it. Yeah, this looks like it. Cool. This is the main hiking trail start now. Pretty sure. Found it. This is it. The road in the valley is okay, but I want to be in the forest. And I can escape the heat, the direct sunshine. It's pretty hot out in the open. So the forest cover, the canopy cover, it helps a lot. Be nice for a bit of a breeze today. It would help a lot. I want to find this kind of mushroom. Sometimes find it's like a yellow net. It looks like a yellow net. It's a pretty cool mushroom. So I'll look around and see if I can find it. Oh, I'm just a bit tired, but I think once I get to a little part where it's no incline, that'll be easier. So I apologize for huffing and puffing. That is a kind of cicada. Nice big tree. Whew. I tell you, hiking in July and especially August, oh my god, August is really not easy. Literally August, one minute hiking, your shirt sticks to you with sweat. It's kind of disgusting. But the trails are kind of quiet. Not many people hike in that time of year, so I love it. Despite the discomfort, this beautiful green, all those noisy cicadas there. We have different species, late July and August, and it's amazing. So I'll be recording lots of those sounds. I think it's just so incredible. It's interesting, like how different people think different. Like, oh, one person might think, oh, cicadas, noisy, annoying, and I can kind of get that, but I have like a real deep level of appreciation for nature, and I just love nature sounds. There's of course, beautiful songbirds. The dawn chorus is just magical, of course, right? Those beautiful sounds in the morning in the forest. But also the cicadas, like, it's not beautiful like a bird, but it just adds something to the forest, and it just makes me think like, oh, this is like summer, this is Korea, this is, I don't know what it is, but I really like it. And you just, if you compare, if you go to the forest in winter time, you'll often hear those little birds, those little cute birds here and there, and the crows. But we don't have all those migratory birds who sensibly move to a warmer country. I wish I could migrate. I wish I could move from winter and come back in the warm season just like a bird. But the forest in that time of year, in winter time, is just really calm, really quiet. So it gives me, I don't know, I can sort of appreciate how the seasons change, and not only how the forest looks, but the sounds. Like, for example, the cicadas in September, October are different to those in August, which are different to those in the beginning of July. So it's really cool. I want to do a bird recording one morning in this forest here next springtime. I did a recording around about 11 in the morning in late April here, and I heard the brown-eared bulbul. I also heard the blue and white flycatcher, and also a kind of thrush. So it made me think that there are obviously birds present and quite vocal at that time. So it kind of makes sense that there will be nice morning sounds too. You would imagine anyway. So that's what I want to do next year. I hope I'm still here next year in Asan and Cheonan. I've got a lot of work to do. Potentially, I might get to run an education program through Asan City Hall in line with awareness for the endangered frogs. It seems that all the work that I've been doing and the number of frogs I rescued, which is around 20,000, plus other species too, but all the work I've done, at least some of it hasn't gone unnoticed, and that it might contribute towards some kind of change. And if I can get to educate, then I really think I want to do that role, because I think I'm perfectly suited for that. I've got a deep level of passion. I got lots of knowledge through just doing this, hiking and looking at things. And I'm very determined to help endangered species, and I've done a lot of work. And so I think I am the person in Asan who can contribute positively to helping educate people. So I have to try and stay here. There's a nice resting spot. There's nobody here. It's a Sunday morning. Maybe many people go to church. And also, who wants to go hiking on a 30 Celsius morning? Me, I want to. I'm crazy. I'm sweating as well. but it's worth it, right? And sure, along the road, further along the trail, I'm going to start thinking of something ice cold, a nice drink, cold shower, a bit of aircon. It will motivate me, but for now it's okay. I'm good. Hot, sweaty, but good.